Most people think cleaning the dryer vent is enough, but these hidden areas are where I find some of the worst lint buildups and fire hazards. I've cleaned vents that looked fine, but the real blockage was somewhere else. If these areas are clogged or damaged, you could be experiencing a burning smell. Your dryer could overheat, causing expensive repairs. Your electric bill could skyrocket, and you could be leaving your house with a huge fire hazard and possibly a mold problem. Now, the number one place where I see the clogs when a customer calls us desperate saying they hired other companies, they tried to do it themselves and they can't figure out why the dryer won't work, it's because of the outside vent. For some reason, people think cleaning the dryer vent is all you have to do, but that's like trying to take a drink of a soda with the cap still on because you're not cleaning where it lets out of the house. Two places it's going to be either on the side of your house, which is super easy. You could pause this video, go turn on your dryer, walk out there, make sure it's blowing. It should be blowing strong and hot like a hair dryer. If you go out there and nothing's coming out, then you have an airflow problem. Most of the time, it's just a big piece of lint or a screen blocking it. You could clean it off and start using your dryer right away. Same thing on the roof. Don't go on there unless you feel 100% safe or hire a professional. But if you do hire a professional, make sure you ask them before they even get there. Do you go on the roof? Do you charge extra for that? Because that should be included. Because in my opinion, from doing dryer vent cleaning by the past 8 years, if you cannot completely clean a dryer vent without cleaning the roof vent, because there's no way to get that huge piece of lint or the screen to clear unless you actually just go up there and pull it. I have hundreds, maybe even thousands of videos on this channel of me removing roof vent clogs because it's the place where you're going to find the worst clogs. Next is going to be the dryer itself. Now, I see this problem with people that dryers are in their garage or right out the side of the house. They go, oh, my dryer vent's only a couple of inches. Don't need to do dryer vent cleaning every year. Well, maybe their dryer vent's fine because it blows right outside the house, but I've seen the worst clogs inside the dryer. First place where it's going to be inside the dryer is if you open your door, pull out your lint tray, pause this video, shine a light or your phone flashlight in there, and you'll be horrified with the amount of flammable lint, pet hair, and other stuff that's down there. There's no way to get it out except for using a vacuum attachment and actually vacuuming it out. It won't go through the machine. How the machine works is there's a fan deep in there, and that fan is going to pull all the air through that screen and then out your house, and it blows it out of your house. So if that fan gets obstructed or if there's just too much lint and it can't get through, then you're going to have a problem. My wife makes me clean this like every couple of weeks because it builds up so fast. Another place where you're going to find the clog is going to be on the floor pan. This is the number one cause of that burning smell and the fire hazard. The bottom of the machine, the dust is so fine. It's supposed to be sealed, but the dust is so fine that it gets through and it all settles to the bottom from gravity. And a lot of the machines I see, it looks like a full carpet of flammable lint down there right by the heating element. This could cause your heating element to blow. And then also, if it gets too hot, it could ignite a fire. If you have the older style dryer where the lint screen is on the top, that you're in luck because that whole back panel comes off super easy and it's really easy to clean. Next place is going to be in the attic, especially where I'm from and I do dryer vent cleaning is in Florida. So most of the vents are going to go through the roof. A lot of times the vent in the attic was put together with with duct tape and zip ties. So there was so many times where customers thought everything was fine, and I go in their attic and the whole thing has fallen down and all the lint is blown into their attic. So if you haven't checked your attic, it's not very comfortable, it's not very fun, but you should check it every couple of years to make sure that your vent is reaching and all the air and dust is going out of your house and not into your attic because that could cause a huge problem. Next is going to be the transition vent. Most of them are going to be the plastic foil ones, which are probably the worst ones you could get. These could burn, they could have holes in them, they could rip really easily. The only one I would recommend is Dryer Flex. These are flame resistant, crust resistant, and pretty easy to install. And if you want to see me compare the transition vents so you could pick out the safest one, check out this video over here.